Yo people, hope you're well. So this is my favourite machine. So it's a beautiful hack squat. I've used hack squats in the past with my, training partner and co-owner Ricky in here. And we've been using it at the time, and the hacks just fell apart, or the frames fell apart while I've been using it. So we're privileged in here to have a really good hack machine, and it actually starts from the bottom. So I'll just give you a little tutorial now. So again, when we're squatting, depending on what you're wanting to target here as well, you can go quite close grip here if you're wanting to do that, if you're wanting to target different areas of the legs. However, today, we're just going to go a little bit wider. I want to make sure that it's quad dominant, getting a little bit of glute activation in there as well. But I'm always going to make sure that I'm driving from the heel. I'm driving from the heel here. I'm not leaning forward or anything like that with the toes, because that's really important as well. We don't want to be leaning forwards into it. We want to make sure the back is nice and tight up against it. We're driving from the heels. I've got a good shoulder width base. My knees are going to follow the grooves of my toes. They're not going to be out there. They're not going to be in here. They're going to be nice following the grooves of my feet. And that's going to make sure that we're safe and we're ready to go. So all we're going to do is lift the clips up, like so. We also have a little safety niche down here if you need to extend. So for me, I want to make the range of motion a little bit longer. So I'm going to be able to put that down. If I wanted to make it a little bit shorter, if you are a shorter person, then you can just bring that up right there. So we'll just unclip here, and like so, I'm going to make sure that I get a full range of motion, a nice pause at the bottom. Not pausing and slipping, pausing and being in control. I'm going to sit on it, time and attention, and then just going to drive right up through the heel. So nicely on again, on the way down, pause, hold, activate the glutes, drive up through the heel. So I'm getting a glute activation in there, also using the quads. So I'm making sure that I'm getting the very best out of this exercise and getting the most out of it as well. So just do a few reps. Nice and easy there. I'm just going to run you through common mistakes that I see with the hacks, just to give you a bit of an idea maybe of what you're doing wrong. And then I'm going to run you through what will actually make you get the very best out of this exercise as well. So a lot of times, it's usually foot positioning or footwear. Now I'll be honest with you, these are quite flat, so I've got quite a good base. I like to wear Vans, Converse, anything that's flat, or even sometimes I'll go in my socks, just to be easier, just to get a good, nice solid base. So again, if you're wearing big chunky shoes that are going to lean you forwards a little bit, I would take them off, or just pick some better footwear, because your footwear is really important when you're squatting as well. So common mistakes I see here is people not having their feet in the correct position. So it might be too short, and then as you can see, my knees extending out a little bit, or I'm not going all the way to the bottom. I'm actually only doing a quarter rep and then going up here, quarter rep, going up here. What you want to make sure is that you're getting the full range of motion, and then you're also in control of the weight the whole way, and then you're going to get the very best out of your exercise. So for example, if I'm only going a quarter of the range, I'm only working a quarter of the muscle as well. So if I fix my base, I'm nice and strong, I get a full range of motion, pause, and drive up, I'm getting the very best out of myself there. So I'm not cheating myself, I'm not ego lifting and putting too much weight on that I can't control. It's really important that you make sure that you get the tempo of the exercise right, you get your foot positioning right, you're wearing the correct footwear, and then you also do the full range of motion and push yourself, because if you're putting your time into the gym and you're not executing your exercises how you should be, then your progress is going to be only a quarter or only half of what it could have been. So make sure you do everything right, correct setup, be organised with everything else. Don't be lifting for everyone else, you lift for yourself, and then you'll get the very best out of yourself there with this exercise.